It's not an exaggeration to say, the way you speak to yourself can be the bridge or the abyss between your mission and your stagnation. There is a kind of power, a gift as subtle as it is decisive, yet so often ignored, the power of speaking to yourself. I'm not talking about scattered thoughts or whispered wishes, but about inner speech, the kind that builds or destroys even before the world around you takes form. If you are a chosen one, ignoring this is like having a key to open portals and using it as decoration, a power that vibrates within you, waiting to be activated. Along your journey, you may have already felt that something in you is different, as if your very energy carried instructions. And it does. You're not here just to go through life. You're here to transform realities. And that begins with the way you speak to yourself. The universe listens to you more closely than you think, and it responds according to what you declare. So, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and stay until the end of this video, because you didn't arrive here by accident. At the end, I'll reveal a practical exercise that can activate this power consciously and open doors that have been closed for years. A simple yet transformative practice. And if, as you hear me, you feel this message is for you, comment now. I refuse to ignore the power that was given to me. That will already be your first decree. The first thing you need to understand is, your voice is a vibrational code. Everything you verbalize, even in silence, only to yourself, vibrates through the invisible fabric of reality. In the quantum vacuum, where all possibilities sleep awaiting activation, your voice functions as a code. Each word is a frequency, each phrase a command. What you speak with emotion becomes a vibrational structure, and the universe responds because it doesn't hear what you want, it hears what you vibrate. The way a chosen one speaks to themselves is the rawest reflection of what they believe they are. Saying, "I am," is a direct invocation to the informational field. And whatever follows that declaration is treated as an order. If you keep repeating that you're lost, tired, or stuck, you're sealing your field with that vibrational signature. Your voice doesn't just describe the inner world, it constructs it. And what is constructed will inevitably be lived. This isn't empty optimism. It's vibrational physics. The quantum vacuum, that invisible field connecting everything, responds precisely to the emotional content of your words. When you speak something with intensity, you send out a wave. That wave collapses possibilities and gives shape to your tomorrow. That's why speaking to yourself with awareness isn't spiritual vanity. It's vibrational survival. The voice of the chosen one is a master key. That's why we can say there is the supremacy of thought and speech. The subconscious mind of a chosen one is not selective. It doesn't interpret or judge, it simply obeys. Whatever you declare with conviction, especially under strong emotional charge, it accepts as absolute truth. If you say, "I'm a failure," it doesn't argue. It simply shapes your reality to match that belief. The subconscious is fertile soil that never questions the seed. And words are seeds with a guaranteed destination. That's why it's not what you wish for that creates your experience. It's what you affirm with feeling. Fear contaminates even the noblest desire, while certainty transforms even the greatest adversity. Many chosen ones sabotage their own manifestation by speaking about themselves with disdain. When you say, "I'm tired of suffering," you're sealing pain as your identity. You're not venting, you're programming the field. The same goes for phrases repeated as jokes or irony. When you jokingly say, "Life is a struggle," or "Nothing works out for me," you're declaring that to your subconscious. Negative language, even disguised as humor, is a silent trap. Jokes, complaints, and self-deprecating phrases are like self-feeding spells, and the more you repeat them, the deeper the pattern takes root. Everything we say about the world also builds the world. When you say, "The world is lost," or "People are no good," you're expanding exactly that reality. Words have collective reach. They vibrate beyond your individual field and influence the collective unconscious. A chosen one cannot afford careless speech. What leaves your mouth becomes ink in the construction of the world you inhabit. That's why the path is to declare the new state has already manifested. Instead of saying, "I don't think I can," say, "I fully believe I already did." Reduce complaints, amplify conscious decrees. Positive, intentional words aligned with what you wish to see, materialized, adjust the frequency of your field. Manifestation doesn't happen because you want. It happens because you're in sync with what you say you are. And if these words are speaking directly to your soul, this is a sign that you are a chosen one, and this channel, I Zenither, was made just for you. Subscribe now to join a community of chosen ones seeking to reach their zenith, the highest point. Here you'll find support for your spiritual journey. Let's now move into the most important and practical part of this video, the frequency that transforms, the word, according to Emmet Fox. Emmet Fox was one of the great names in modern spiritual thought, and he clearly understood something the ancients already knew. The word creates. To him, the mind is the secret workshop where all realities are shaped. What you think and say every day becomes destiny. Not by luck or coincidence, but because everything you repeat with emotion begins to exist in the subtle plane before descending into the visible. That is the essence of true manifestation. Fox used to say, "Thought is creative. If you want to change your life, start by changing what you think and say every day." That statement is not a metaphor. It's spiritual law in action. When your words and thoughts are aligned with the higher truth, the outer world begins to reorganize. It's like tuning an instrument to play in harmony with the cosmic orchestra. The word, when used consciously, doesn't just inform, it transforms. In the subtlest layers of reality, everything is vibration. The emotions you feel and the words you speak emit waves that travel through the informational field that connects all things. It's like sending signals into an invisible ocean, and what you send out returns in the form of circumstance. That's why it's impossible to separate what you speak from what you live. Chosen ones are experts in connection, and their main tool is the word. But pay attention. Vibration is only authentic when what is spoken is in harmony with what is felt. Saying, "I am abundant," while feeling unworthy, is like trying to write a new story with old ink. Manifestation requires vibrational coherence. When emotion and word align, the field obeys without hesitation. At that point, you're not just speaking, you're sculpting the invisible with your tongue. That's why the word goes beyond this life. It shapes the present, but it also resonates into what comes after. The word holds eternal potency. Many sages have affirmed, what you pronounce now echoes through the subtle dimensions and manifests far beyond time. That's why remaining silent in the face of truth is a delay. Speaking consciously is a leap forward. And here comes a powerful exercise Emmet Fox proposed. The 7-day mental diet. For an entire week, you commit to feeding no negative thoughts, neither about yourself nor the world. Every time a low vibration thought arises, you immediately replace it with a positive one. Something constructive and aligned with your mission. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most challenging practices there is. This exercise creates a rupture in your habitual frequency. By suspending destructive thinking, you begin to emit a new signal into the field. It's like changing the radio station to tune into a song that's always been playing, but you just weren't listening yet. The mental diet is not an experiment. It's a ritual of spiritual recalibration, and few exercises reveal the power of speech and thought as clearly as this one. A chosen one who dares to practice it is never the same again. When you apply this exercise, you will recognize the powerful portal you carry in your throat. By now, you may have realized that your voice is not just sound, it's command. It is a key that opens frequencies, a vibrational password that authorizes the invisible to manifest. Speech is a divine gift given to those who came here to create, not just survive. And for chosen ones, ignoring this is like walking through a temple with your eyes closed. Your throat is more than a channel of expression. It is a portal of creation. Every word that leaves you shapes something that returns. Staying silent in the face of chaos is like turning off your spiritual GPS. When the world feels confusing, speak what you want to see, not what you fear. Declare who you are, not what the world tries to convince you to be. A chosen one who learns to speak with intention is no longer manipulated by reality. They shape it. You are an architect of the invisible. Your voice is your oldest tool. Comment: my voice is a portal, and I know how to use it. I'll know you made it to the end, and I'll intuitively select a video just for those who write this in the comments, a piece of content the algorithm might otherwise hide from you. But I know the all still has more to speak to you. And remember, you are not here to find a purpose. You are the purpose, experiencing itself. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope to see you in the next video. A life of infinite possibilities awaits you.